Yo, this is J Dash, and you checking me out right now on Frequency TV.
J Dash.
I made a little bit of money. I paid this cover. I ain't finna stand still. 'Cause now I'm finna watch.
I was all excited just about the fact that I was going to be performing and opening for Lil Wayne. That it wasn't until, 2 days before the show that I realized I had to make a show. I had to entertain 20,000 people. I play a few instruments. I play the piano and anything to do with the keys. I also play anything percussive. So anything that you can hit and it makes noise, I can play pretty well.
You made it record? Give us a sample.
Yeah.
I play classical music. I have played classical music in the past. I listen to it a lot before performances. A lot of people don't know that. Things that I find interesting, I was like, I want to learn how to be the best at it. That's how I learned to do sort of the producing and rapping and writing and engineering and musician. And I try to be pretty good at all of these things. I have developed a couple iPhone apps, and a lot of them are more personal. I don't really release them out to the stores because I just like to do things that make me lazier. Make my life a little bit easier. My favorite WAP video, I can't pick one, man. There's so many categories. I love seeing people WAP in the Penguin mascot outfit, a whole group of cheerleaders, and then people just in their house, little kids. I saw a girl that was 8 months pregnant with twins doing the WAP. It was just, every time I see something like that, it becomes my favorite. Every video I watch. The name of my album is Tabloid Truth, and that name sort of came from about how fake people say everything is in the music industry. You hear that a lot, but at the same time, there's a lot of truth in it as well. And I think the album is sort of expressing that there's certain truths in those things as well. So it's sort of looking at it from both sides, There are a lot of good songs on this album, and I think I'm most excited for the title track from the album. I have a song that's coming out on my album. It's called Life, and it's really an avant-garde piece that travels musically through the life of a person. Transformers is going to be the hottest. Ladies love that song. I hope that people are affected positively by my album. That is my biggest hope for this record. As long as people really listen to what I'm saying and they get it, that album is going to be successful to me. The greatest 4-member group of all time, Dr. John on the keys, Marvin Gaye on the drums, right? Otis Redding on the vocals, and Bootsy Collins on the bass. I gotta sample that. I don't know when that record coming out, but whenever it comes out, I'm sampling that joint. Already. Nobody?
Nobody.
Now everybody's gonna know. Then I can't ever answer this question again. One thing that nobody knows. I'll tell you something nobody knows. There are no lenses in my glasses right now. If I could perform in front of one person, it would be my grandmother Irene, who passed when I was young, and she was the most tickled by everything that I did. We used to watch wrestling together, and I, my grandmother wasn't educated, I would say. She wasn't very fortunate coming up, and so I remember when I was little, I taught her how to write her own name, and looking back on it then, I was just sort of teaching her as I was learning, but looking back on it, man, every time I think about it, it almost brings me to tears. I miss her so much. You know what I mean? So if I could perform for one person right now, it would be her. I have a Christian-based background, so to define heaven would be, being with my Creator when I die. As far as on earth right now, it is heaven on earth to me right now. I mean, I couldn't be in a better situation and in a better position. So I'm living heaven every day. The one thing I couldn't live without, it would probably be my iPhone. Right now, I don't think I could live without that, man. I've become too reliant on this iPhone, man. It's addictive, it's crack. Steve Jobs, R.I.P. Steve Jobs, man. He was the Willy Wonka of our generation, man. One thing, before I die, I'd like to live.
It's my word, it's Mr. Tabloid Truth.
Hi, this is Jay Dash, and you're watching Frequency TV on your favorite Radio 1 station website.